Hello everyone, Mikey der Panzernator here, and we have a Warships replay for you for something you probably don't see that often, a triple Arkansas Beta division. That's right, Yoda Soda, Victim Raid, and yours truly, all played in the closed beta. We all have Arkansas betas. I'm rocking the solid green camouflage because it looks cool, and we're gonna just hopefully shotgun some of these people. Now the Arkansas beta doesn't get talked about a whole lot, because it's a premium Wyoming with no AA. Only the beta test players have it, so you know it's because it's not available, doesn't get talked about, doesn't get thought about as much. But it really has been one of the most power corrupt ships in the game, and that is because of the way carriers are and the prevalence of CVs at tier 4. I mean, you'll often see 2-3 CV games down at tier 4, but we're lucky. We have to fight. I'd rather fight tier 5s than carriers in an Arkansas beta, and I'm pretty sure anyone in an Arkansas beta would say the same. So, looking at the match makeup, Katz is not really a torpedo boat. Mutsuki and Isokazi you want to worry about. Omaha and Furutaka are floating citadels, more or less. And then Viribus Unitas, which they're in a division. A lot of firepower, not a lot of hit points. So we'll see what happens. Yoda, Victim, and I are all kind of going in different directions. And we'll see what happens. So the Arkansas is, of course, a historical ship. It fought in World War I. My great-grandfather was on the Wyoming. He was a Marine on the Wyoming, which is a sister ship. The Wyoming is the tech tree version of the Arkansas. But the Arkansas Beta, the unique thing about it and why it's a good ship, or why it was given to beta players, was it has all the upgrade slots that you will have on a tier 9 ship. So that, gives you a lot more customizability, a lot more buffs and everything that may or may not make up for the lack of anti-aircraft. I basically have a standard battleship build on it. I think Victim Raid has tried out secondary builds because no one expects secondaries at quite a long range at such a low tier, and you're so close to begin with. So there you go. Look at our destroyers. Don't go up the middle, guys. And guess what? They go up the middle and they eat a bunch of torpedoes. So lovely job, everybody. These torpedoes are, they're running out. Didn't expect them to come for me. But I'm just going to kind of guard the middle. I, always try to advocate for battleships to shoot at destroyers because, well, if you get them, that helps your team out a lot. You get rewarded based on percentage of damage done, not necessarily straight up damage. So taking 10,000 off of 11,000 destroyer is better than taking 10,000 off of a 10,000 hit point battleship. Just trying to help everyone out the more you know. So look at this Gangut. Good old Ruski. Thinks he's got the bias with him. Well, he may have the bias, but I have the beta. 12,000 damage. Boom, shaka, laka. And I'm just trying to guard the middle, trying to keep them from coming up the middle and just targets of opportunity. Don't get shot at, don't get torpedoed, and just keep pounding away, If the torpedo boats are not there, I'll have a pretty good shot at taking care of everyone else with my guns. So Viribus Unitas, and this whole game I'm on comms with the Victim and Yoda, which is probably why I'm looking at the Viribus's, those lovely Austrian battleships. And Gangut left one 299. Unfortunate, but solid damage with that salvo. And our destroyers. Oh, no, that's our ship that died. Come on, someone finish off the Gangut. He has 299 hit points. And dear old Victim Raid is getting focused heavily. Poor guy. He's probably not gonna have a good time. And there he goes. And see, the Viribus, he has less hit points to start off with than I do, and he's a tier higher. Fellow premium. Another salvo of almost 10,000 damage. So there we go. Wakeful finally got the Gangut, and we are taking quite a shellacking because the Viribus Unitas is a glass cannon. And considering there's two guys in a division together, they both have the ship. I'm guessing they might have run into Arkansas before. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Have you run into an Arkansas beta in game? Was it me? It might have been me if that's the case. But I just want to know, like, you know, how often you see this ship. I see it decently. I mean, I don't see it a lot, but I know I've seen it, type of deal. And I do enjoy playing it a lot. We're down in terms of the points. We lost a victim raid. We lost the destroyer. And we lost our Kotovsky. But it looks like we'll have a solid shot of taking out the New York here. Another solid salvo there, but not enough to finish him off. Come on, and there goes the New York. Courtesy of the Congo. So I'm going to turn around here. I got the island protecting me. No one's really aiming at me. And these turrets do take quite a while to turn around. But I don't want to be, you know, going to the edge or having to push them unnecessarily. I just want to hold the flank and kind of play defensive. You know, logic would say, or, you know, if you were being strategic, once you have the lead, you play a little more defensive. You don't push. But at lower tiers, you just want to push. You just keep on attacking. So we're going to set ourselves up to be able to handle these enemies with a defensive effort. So we're slowing down. We're turning our turrets around, hoping that we have an angle on some of these people. And Mr. Von Harper, this Verbis Unitas, he's bow on, so we're aiming up a little higher, trying to get some damage on the superstructure, hoping the dispersion doesn't screw us up too much. Yeah, only 2 penetrating hits, so not the best salvo, but we're working with whatever he gives us. Now this is an interesting development that I forgot about, that I did not see coming in this game, but it happened. They have flanked us with their destroyer. This is usually a bad thing because they can torpedo and everything, but the Akasis you can see on the mod station infographic right by the minimap, he has 6-kilometer torpedoes. Our Verbis just killed our Verbis just killed our Congo. But while we're in the base, he's not capping, and he's just kind of sitting there. Our Koenig is freaking out. Yeah, whatever, dude. So we are going to use the Arkansas Beta Shotgun of Death to try and even the score a little bit. We just lost another destroyer. Our team is going down quite a lot, but we're going to focus fire on this guy, make sure he can't cause havoc in our backfield. And he's not long for this world. Is he going to get stuck? We're going to have to shoot over the island. He got stuck, ladies and gentlemen. So here he goes. Oh, he's going to try and smoke up. That's cute. But we remember where he is. Our guns are still there. And only one overpin. Maybe we don't remember where he was. But someone else got him. Yoda got the Mutsuki, and the Koenig got the Akasta. So there we go, 2 destroyers down. We have not quite even the score yet, but we're almost there. Most of their enemies are in this upper right corner trying to push us, trying to, you know, sail around there, so we can just kind of sit back here and shell them. Maybe the Miyogi and the Furutaka down south will push through the middle. I don't know. I'm just not pushing yet because I feel I have a good feeling, knowing how lower tier battles go especially, that they will be spotted. We'll have our opportunity. And oh look, in the floating citadel. Ladies and gentlemen, this Panzernator kill is brought to you by my patron James, aka Yoda Soda. Only 800 damage, but there we go. We are even in terms of ships. We have a few more points because they were in our cap, stopping us from gaining points via that. And now we just sit back and try and snipe these ships that are coming through. Again, Verbis, the Verbis division is pushing. And look at that, he's kind of turning out a little bit. Our Wakeful died. Again, every time I think we're about to make a comeback, our team's like, no, how about I die? It's like, not great. Not great indeed. But we're turtled up. We're going to hope that they come for us like they are. And even if they don't, like this Verbis, he'll have to turn around and go back in. But he's turning out to take a shot at us, and I time my shells wherever he starts turning, so I hit him at his most broadside. Again, not the best salvo, but a little bit out of time, and maybe we'll just focus on this one that's a little bit closer. Hope our guns can punch through his armor. He's a little flatter, and Koenig will maybe lighten him up a little bit. I mean, look at how much damage that Koenig did right there. Excellent stuff. He needs to be careful, though, because those Veribus battleships pack a punch. But I finish him off. There we go. And time to reload. And Koenig needs to try not to die, or at least take some of them with him. And yeah, look at how much damage that Veribus did to him. There's an Isokazi right there ready to torpedo him. Oh, but Mr. Veribus Unitas is almost dead. Excellent job, Iron Duke. And now to shoot out my sister ship, my great-grandfather ship, the Wyoming. Now, longtime viewers of the channel will know I often joke every time there's an Enterprise because my grandfather, Louis Michaud Jr., served aboard the Enterprise. I'm like, oh, killing Grandpa. Well, now I guess we're killing great-grandpa. Louis Michaud Sr. was on the Wyoming in World War I. So, yeah. Oh, and our Koenig is having a rough time. But we have more points than them now. Our Koenig's going to die, so that is not flipped yet. Okay, that's good. Excellent stuff there. Firing at their Wyoming. Plays long range and being a little difficult to hit here, which is not great, but we're just going to keep shooting at him. We're already at 71,000 damage for a low tier game. Not bad at all. And they're two destroyers. Well, that's my main worry. They're destroyers. The Isokazi and the Clemson. Isokazi does have more of a ninja torp capability. Clemson would have to yellow me. 5,000 damage on the Wyoming. Nothing. No like home runs here in this game. Just a bunch of singles. We're playing small ball here. I mean, 77,000 damage on 64 hits. Not the best, but not the worst. And we also don't have the most hit points to get from our adversaries. So there we go. Trying to get this Wyoming. One day we'll get lucky and maybe hit them. Maybe get a good chunk of damage. Or we'll just get one penetrating hit. So it's not great. Their destroyers are trying to set me on fire. And I'm like, I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, I'll just let it burn. Nothing on the bow anyway. Just take a little bit of damage. I can always heal it. And just kind of fight through the pain. So looks like Yoda is trying to fire high explosives at the Wyoming. Don't know if he had it loaded for the destroyers or if he's just trying to deal with him being bow on. But there we go. 4 pins and 2 overpins is enough damage to finish the job. Now we have a furry taco over here and 2 destroyers, and it looks like our Nicholas is trying to keep that furry taco in his place. And what I hope to do, because it looks like the furry taco is stuck more or less, I'd like to roll around the side of this corner like, hello there, how you doing, Arkansas, woo pig suey, and just blap him. I mean, he has nose in, so chances of blapping in a ship with this kind of dispersion at nose in, not high, but we'll give him a lot to think about. Basically keep him pinned and close off this game for our team, which has made quite a good comeback. You know, just sticking with the fundamentals and constantly firing at them. Our Iron Duke is chilling in the back because, sure, whatever, Iron Duke. And there we go, 6,700 through the bow. Got a nice little Confederate award. And the Arkansas was indeed Confederate. Isokazi in front of me. It looks like he's focused on Yoda, so that's good for me. I won't take torpedoes. And even so, I'm nose in. I'm not terribly concerned about it. I could, it could kill me, but I'll take my chances. Emil sailing right under me. And 8,700 to the Furutaka. So we're just going to, again, just keep firing at him. Keep him in our firing range. So we need to go for it a little bit. He's putting in a reverse Terry and trying to back away slowly. But what we want to do, and he's taking us out. And the Clemson got Yoda, so I am the lone beta left. I'm the last Arkansas beta in this game. There we go, and victim rate had to go. So he left our division. Traitor indeed. How dare he? I think it's something important. This is like our last game of the day or something of that along those lines. Furutaka's firing AP at us. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. And it looks like he's still going in reversed, which, I mean, sure, whatever floats your boat, dude. It's not going to float his boat as all the shells coming in at him. There we go, more damage, high caliber. And we're just going to keep whittling away until he dies, or this Isokazi pops out and tries to get closer, because those torpedoes aren't exactly doing what he wants them to do. And he's got an Emil rolling around the other side. So, Furutaka still going in reverse, it appears. And there's the Isokazi. But the thing is, we're just gonna keep shooting at me. I'm stopped. I'm like, I'm gonna do more to you than you're gonna do to me. We're winning. Y'all need to kill us. So just kind of sit here and just be a floating gun platform for the rest of the game. And now he's turning, trying to get more guns on us, I guess. Showing a little more I mean, it's not broadside. He's still very angled, but it's still more of a target to aim at. And there we go. More damage there. Isokazi is dead, so 14 seconds. And maybe, just maybe, we can take out this Furutaka. And he's a little frustrated. He doesn't exactly know what else he can do. I throw up my GG, and I throw up the game-ending salvo, which may or may not be the game-ending salvo. Now this looks good. Game over. Victory for the Arkansas Betas. Victory for the Panzer Marine. So if we look at our stats, we did 113,000 damage with only tier 4 and 5 targets, which is pretty good. Got a Confederate, got high caliber, 108 hits, so no citadels, no massive hits, but still solid game, playing defensive, holding off the enemy push, taking out ships higher tier than us. Can't complain about any of that. I got first. Yoda got around the middle, and Victim Raid's kind of, don't look at him, he's towards the bottom. He had to leave early. He had a rough game at the beginning, but still good to have him around. In terms of damage, 111,000 from the AP shells and 2,000 from our 4 HE hits. I might have to give the secondary build on the Arkansas Beta a whirl at some point. We'll see. I just don't like to play the ship that often because so many times you run into carriers, and that just ruins your day because I asked earlier how many of you have seen Arkansas in game. I think a lot of CV players have seen Arkansas in game because they all know that Battleship is slow and doesn't have AA. Let me go attack him, and there's just nothing you can do about it. So that is the Arkansas Beta. Let me know what you think if you want to see more ships like this, which, you know, are rare, or you can't get this one, I suppose. And thank you for watching till the end. If you did and you want to see more, subscribe. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Join us in the Discord server linked down below, the Panzer Nation. It's where you can join the Panzer Marine, where you can send in your replays that I might feature on this very channel. Thanks to my patron James once again, and thanks to all of you once again. Hope to see you in the next episode once again. And until then, once again, this is Mikey Dare Panzernator signing out. See ya, nerds.